Hello everyone, you are welcome to Anchor Network where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Obaseki speaks after attack at Oshiomhole'S residence. Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki has said he would continue to pursue the peaceful resolution of any disagreement that exists within the All Progressives Congress. Obaseki declared this on Saturday after his convoy, which also had some prominent Nigerians, was petted with stones at the home of the national chairman of the APC, Comrade Adams Oshiomhole. Those in the convoy also included the Oba of Lagos, Oba Rewan Akiolu, and the Chancellor of the Edo State University, Aderemi Makanjola. Obaseki, who spoke with newsmen after leaving Oshiomhole'S house, said it is really unfortunate that we can't feel safe at the house of our national chairman. He said, I am not sure that if I went to the house of the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, they will attack me the way they did in the house of our chairman. It is really unfortunate that things have degenerated to this extent, but we will continue to pursue peace and we cannot afford to lose the gains of the last 3 years. So guys, I watched the video of Obaseki and we'll get back to you.
It's that, you know, we can't feel safe in the house of our national chairman. I'm not sure if I went to visit the chairman of PDP, they will attack me the way they did in the house of the national chairman of APC. It's really unfortunate that things have degenerated to this extent, but we'll continue to pursue peace. You know, we cannot afford to lose the gains of the last 3 years, so we'll continue to pursue peace.
Oba of Lagos, Oba Rewan Akiolu, Edo Deputy Governor, Honorable Philip Shaibu, and some dignitaries were in the convoy of Obaseki when the attack took place. They were at Oshiomhole'S Iyamo residence on invitation by Oshiomhole after they attended the first convocation of Edo University, Iyamo. The talks had gathered at the entrance of Oshiomhole'S house and vowed that Obaseki and his deputy would not be allowed to enter. Several vehicles were smashed by the talks, but nobody was injured in the attack. It took the effort of security agencies to prevent bloodbath at Oshiomhole'S residence. Governor Obaseki, who spoke to newsmen after leaving Oshiomhole'S house, described the incident as unfortunate, saying it is really unfortunate that we can't feel safe at the house of our national chairman. And he said if it were to be in PDP's chairman house, he was not sure that they would have been attacked in that manner. Say it's really, really unfortunate that things has really gone bad to that extent. And you know, they will continue to pursue peace. He will continue to do the needful. He will continue to do the right thing, so that the 3 years he has put in will not just be a waste. I think he's just looking at all that he has put in place, you know, not to go down the drain before, just because of you know, things that are happening now. Because very soon his 4-year tenure uh will be over. So he has promised that he will continue in pursuing peace, and which he stands for. You know, mere looking at him, for people who are not even close to Obaseki, you know, from his posture, from his body language, you know, of course you can't even know someone's inner intent, but at least from what you are saying from the outside, you'll be able to say one or two things that is a peaceful person. That is just what we can see. Even if you are close to person, at least you'll be able to know what the person can do. But he has already promised that he will continue in that line. Remember that even before now that this whole thing has really escalated, the both men were really hiding a lot of things, most especially Obaseki. It took time. It was even Oshiomhole that made everything to be known to the public due to his utterances here and there. But Obaseki has been so matured, keeping quiet. But as when the thing could not, when the thing, he could no longer hide the thing, in as much Oshiomhole, you know, on his own part has already made everything open. He had no choice than to say one or two things because Oshomole has been accusing him of a lot of things. So he had to speak out. You know, they will be talking. Oh, there's no rift between them. You know, they always talk about people who are the mischief makers, that they are the ones blowing everything out of proportion. But at the end of the day, the whole thing is coming out, and exactly what is still happening at the center. Even when people will say one or two things, they will come out. Oh, it is the work of the opposition. It is the work of the mischief makers. But in this case, they are in the same party. They are in the same party. We know that they hurriedly came together to form this party because everybody was thinking about their personal interest. Everybody is so selfish. So nobody is even thinking about national interest, not to talk of the masses' interest. So that is why they don't even care. They didn't even bother. They are not even ashamed. They are not even perturbed that what will people be thinking about them. They are not bothered about. They are always bothered about what can go into their pockets. That is just why they are not really giving down. And they know that Nigerians will just talk, and nothing will happen, because this kind of a thing is embarrassing and is so disgraceful that this kind of a thing will be found among the so-called people who are leading us, who are supposed to lead by examples. But what do we see? Reverse is the case. Reverse is the case. Oshomole has already come out to say, oh, he knows the person behind this whole saga. And from what we've gathered, now that the deputy chairman was in that convoy, he was part of the whole thing. Oshomole was the one that invited them to his house, and when they got there, who has the right to say no, don't come in, you are not allowed to come in? I don't know. Maybe police will find out all of that later, but at the end of the day, they will sweep everything under the carpet. But from all indications, Oshomole invited them personally, and Oshomole is denying now that he doesn't know anything, that the deputy governor is the one responsible for this attack. You know, how do you guys relate those two things together? You invited them, and the deputy chairman, deputy governor was in that convoy that came with the governor, with other dignitaries like a Oba of Lagos, and the same deputy governor would now see arrange the attack. I don't know how they play their politics, because he was talking about. We'll talk on that. Talk that on another video, talking about how the deputy governor brought in some talks a day before that time and all of that, this and that. But these guys are coming to your house. It was part of the people coming to your house that you invited, because if you invited the governor, there's no way the deputy will not, come along with him if really he's not going for any other assignment. They were together. The Oba of Lagos was there. So we would arrange this thing so that it will do what, because they destroyed a lot of things according to what we've gathered. A lot of things were destroyed. So to destroy what? To is it to score political whatever? I don't know. That is what Oshomole has been saying. So from all indication, you know that things are not okay. And a place that is not well settled, how do you expect peace? How do you expect progress to function in that place? So if really the things that Oshomole has been accusing Obaseki for, because I can't really pinpoint the reason why the two of them, two people that were really close, that they really believed in themselves and they've been singing each other's praises. Oshomole was behind Obaseki's election. He was campaigning for him. He was all panda. He was everywhere campaigning for him. So what could have made them to so much, hate each other? Because if there's no hate, if there's no tribe, if there's no something that they, so big that they cannot just even forgive themselves, that means, that thing is really surprising to a lot of people, that they cannot just settle themselves. Timber and calibers of people have come in to intervene, yet to no avail. So it's really, really unfortunate. And from Obaseki's speech, you could see that he was perturbed, he was disturbed. He never expected that, and it's painful. You could see that he was hurting in that video. He just couldn't say much, but the few words he said in that video, carries volume. So that is just my own opinion concerning all of this. But it's just unfortunate. At the end of the day, who are the people that will suffer the thing more? Even when there is peace, even a place where that is peaceful, yes, things are not even moving on, no meaningful development, let alone where there's catastrophe here and there, a fracas here and there, to the extent of, it's resulting to physical violence and all of that. Is very, very unfortunate. Someone says our youth are the more reason our politicians steal. What should be used for the benefits of the common man? Those that attack the governor are the youth of the state, used by Oshomole group. Now tell me why our leader will ever do anything good to change the living conditions of those youth when then allow their self when they allow themselves to be used. What do you expect from evil party that have sent more Nigerians into poverty and early grave? APC have more Oshomole in the party. We have heard about Oshiomhole'S version, and now this is Obaseki version of the story. Which of the version do you want to accept? That's another thing. Analog political strategy instead of new innovations of politics by old people like this. This is what happens to common man on the streets every day. Thank God, you have just got your own share. So guys, I would like to hear from you what you think about this drama, because the drama is not, it's so messy. Leave your comments below and let's hear one take. Thank you very much. Bye.